Thanks for your company this evening. Bradford Council has lost control of its troubled children's services. The move comes after the department was rated inadequate by Ofsted in 2018 and in the wake of the Star Hobson case. 60-month-old Star was murdered by her mother's girlfriend despite family and friends raising their concerns 5 times with the council. Now tonight we'll hear from the council, we'll hear from a whistleblower, from local MPs and from an expert in social care. But first, our social affairs correspondent. Changes are needed from within. A whistleblower has told us they're overworked, undertrained, unsupported, voiceless. It's damning, isn't it? Well, James Vincent joins me now. James, we just heard there that an agency taking over isn't going to solve the problems for Bradford. What is?
Yeah, I suppose when people talk about councils, complain about...
We're going to stay with children because a charity providing beds for children in Leeds has started a petition calling for action from the government. Zarak was set up by a teacher after she realised some of her pupils didn't have a bed to sleep in. And the charity has now given out almost 1,600 beds across Yorkshire, Leeds and Dewsbury since it was set up. In 2021, the charity delivered 963 beds to families, and since the start of the academic year, it's already delivered 441 beds. It's now calling for the government to develop a sleep strategy so councils across the UK are better able to support families. Phil Bodmer has this. Founder of Zarak, she's here. Bex, thank you for being with us. You do such a wonderful job. 1,600 beds you've delivered already. It's heartbreaking to see the conditions some of these children are living in. If you could, how many would you be able to deliver? How high is demand? More than a third of teachers in our region believe it will take at least a year and a half for children to catch up on lessons they've missed out on during the pandemic. It comes as head teachers meet government politicians to spell out what schools will need to help children recover lost ground. As well as slipping behind academically, one of the biggest casualties is the emotional and social development of children. Cathy Killick comments. Now, we're all familiar, aren't we, with the works of the Bronte sisters, but have you ever wondered why there are so many references to bleak and wild weather in their writing? And it's not just because they've lived in exposed parts of Yorkshire. Paul has been finding out how weather conditions of the time influenced their work. Paul, who knew you were such a fan of the Bronte sisters?
I'll tell you what, I'm glad I didn't film it today because it's been the forecast.
That's it from us. Ian White is here with your late news at 10:30 this evening. Bye-bye for now.